What's up, guys? The Water Boys are back. This is Zach,
And Ben,
and we're here to wrap up our. Just go ahead and do it, Ben.
5 by 5 under 25.
Got a little bit different with that one. Anyway, so we're wrapping up this discussion of whatever he just said. So we're doing the centers today, and the centers is by far the deepest.
Absolutely. I definitely had the hardest time narrowing this list down to 5 than any other list. There are a lot of good young centers in the NBA.
It's honestly quite ludicrous.
I'd argue that other than Boogie Cousins and maybe Marc Gasol, the rest of the best centers in the NBA are under 25.
Yeah, they really are.
There's a lot of good players on this list.
Yeah. So let's just jump right into it. So, my number 5, I have Rudy Gobert at my number 5. So Rudy Gobert, obviously insane defender, can't really do much offensively other than take a putback, but that's about it.
I mean, he does a little bit more. He has some semblance of a post game. I mean, he has great field goal percentages, but anyway.
Well, yeah, because he literally dunks everything.
Okay.
Who's your number 5?
I have Andre Drummond as my number 5.
Hey, I love hearing that. I love it. I can get on board with that.
You're just happy that I'm not talking shit about him.
I am. I'm really happy about that.
I just couldn't justify not putting the best rebounder in the NBA in the top 5.
I love it.
That's basically what it came down to. And I mean, he's 24 now, so he's getting at the older end of this under 25 spectrum. But I mean, I think he's improved. I can't knock his free throw shooting anymore. His post game is still horrendous.
Bad things happen when you give it to him.
He's very average on offense and defense, but the best rebounder in the NBA, I had to give it to him.
Andre, my man, I'm so happy he made an appearance on your list. I could not be happier.
Is he going to be on your list?
He's not.
Wow.
I factored in a lot of potential, I'm not going to lie.
Wow. Okay, then I think I know who you're going to put at number 4. Wow.
Yeah? Who do you think it is?
It's going to be Miles Turner.
It is Miles Turner.
Because I was debating whether I wanted to put Andre or Miles Turner in at number 5.
Okay. It was a hard decision for me. I mean, I was debating between Miles Turner and Andre Drummond, basically, but I think Miles Turner, his offensive skill set is really, really impressive, but he can also play a lot of good defense. So I think he is kind of like that Karl Anthony-Towns vibe to him. Obviously not as good, or like to the same extent, but, you know.
Yeah, maybe like a light version. Look, don't get me wrong. I consider Turner for my 5th spot. He's a good shooting big man, has some other offensive skills, and is a decent rim protector. But I don't know. I just felt like Andre's looking really good this year, and I think I'd be doing him a disservice if I didn't put him in the top 5.
Please give me some knuckles for that. I love it. Yeah.
All right. So number 4, I have Rudy Gobert.
Okay, that's fine.
I love my boy.
I know you do. I still don't understand why you like him so much.
He's bar none the best defensive big man in the NBA. It's not even close.
Yeah.
And he's a good rebounder, and he shoots a high field goal percentage.
Gosh, I hate that. Shooting a high field goal percentage. Come on.
Then Zach, answer me this. Why doesn't Dre have an incredibly good field goal percentage?
Because he takes stupid jump hooks.
Then he should stop doing that, shouldn't he?
I know he should. He would have that high of a field goal percentage if he didn't. If all he did was do the tap backs and put backs and lobs like Rudy Gobert does, then he would be shooting 70% or whatever.
Rudy takes shots out of the post too.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Hey.
How do you know that?
Huh? I mean, how do I know that? Because that's what the pundits on SportsCenter have told me. I'm just joking. I've seen the Jazz play. I see him, and that's all he does, man. What do you mean? What do you mean by out of the paint? Do you mean like?
No, I said post game.
Oh, okay.
He's not taking jump shots, but like they feed it to him in the post sometimes. Okay, anyway,
yeah, whatever.
I like Rudy Gobert a lot.
Yeah. So number 3, my number 3.
We should have the same top 3.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what order you're gonna have them in.
I don't know if I like my order.
I have Nikola Jokic at number 3. He's just not as good as the other 2, so that's the only reason why I put him so low. He's the best passer out of those guys, who are also in my top 3. He can score in a lot of different ways, but again, just not as good as the other 2 I have. What do you think about your number 3? And who do you have?
I agree that he's not as skilled as the other 2. but I have Joel Embiid as my number 3.
Okay, I'm not torn up about
I
it.
mean, it took a lot of debating whether I wanted to put Jokic or Embiid at number 2. Um, one of the reasons I slid Embiid it was injuries.
Yeah,
He's been better this year, but he's still had to sit out some games, and he's still under a slight minutes restriction. Although I saw he played like 34 minutes the other night, I don't think the minutes restriction is really a thing anymore. Embiid is incredibly skilled, and once I see him have a little more durability, I'm more than happy to put him above Jokic. But for now, I have Embiid at number 3 and Jokic at number 2.
that's fair. I mean, I have Embiid at number 2, but just because I think he's shown some more production. Hesitantly, I say that, but I really like Embiid, man. He's a beast.
What, you mean more production than Jokic, or from last
What do you mean?
year? What do you mean? You said Embiid has shown more production.
I mean, like, maybe not longevity wise, but like, I think he puts up like bigger, better numbers than Jokic does, but that's not like the only reason I put him at a Jokic. I think that he's gonna have a better career than Jokic most likely.
I mean, when we saw him play live in
Nuts.
Detroit, like he can score in a multitude of different ways. His post game is ridiculous, and he can shoot the 3 as well. And I mean, he's a good shot blocker. I don't know if he's like a good defender, but he's a good like shot blocker and rim protector.
Uh-huh.
Whereas Jokic is a defensive liability, but at the same time, he's also an offensive juggernaut.
Yeah.
Where he is one of the. I think he might be more. I don't know. He's skilled in different ways. He dribbles like a guard and passes like a guard, but he has the most rebounds out of anybody on this list.
Yeah.
He's averaging 12 rebounds a game. So
I mean,
he still
except for
gets
Andre
that done.
Drummond, but
Oh yeah, obviously Andre Drummond. On your list, he has the most rebounds.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I really like Jokic. The analytics say that he's an incredible offensive player, and I think the eye test does it as well. Some of the passes that he makes from the post are just ridiculous, where he like throws it behind his head. And stuff like
Yeah.
that.
To me though, they're just like so indistinguishable almost. Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't think
They're different, but like they're indistinguishable in the sense that they're like talents. Like when you look at their whole skill set, like they're almost indistinguishable.
I think it depends what like you value more.
Yeah.
Almost like Embiid has more star potential and is going to get you those big games. More skilled in the post, like more better post moves, I would say. But like Jokic is Embiid gives you some rim protection, whereas Jokic is just like a kind of like a Swiss Army knife on offense. He'll lead your offense at the center position, which is crazy.
Yeah, I agree with all that. That makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, and I think the number 1 center is pretty obvious.
Yeah, Bam Adebayo.
Oh, I had Clint Capella.
Okay. Karl Anthony-Towns is number 1, obviously. I think he might even be the best center right now. No, sorry. But he's definitely number 2.
So yeah, Boogie Cousins is having too good of a year.
Yeah, Karl Anthony-Towns is just insane. When you want to talk about skill, just look at Karl Anthony-Towns. I mean, he's the best three-point shooter on the Timberwolves. He's a crazy rebounder. He can score however he wants, and he's a beast on defense.
I'm gonna pause there. He's not a beast on defense.
Well, he is in 2K. He's always the defensive player of the year, man.
Because there's 3 things that they look at for defensive player of the year in 2K. It's steals, blocks, and rebounds. He averages a lot of blocks and rebounds in 2K.
Yep.
Anyway,
don't use 2K as any sort of semblance of real life.
Nope.
No.
But Karl Anthony-Towns obviously just so skilled as a big man. He's kind of like a hybrid of Jokic and Embiid almost. I feel like
it's a good description.
Where he has good dribbling skills and he can pass the ball a little bit. He's an all right rim protector. He's not great, but he's not bad. He needs to work on like switching out to guards on the perimeter and stuff. But I think he has the capability of doing that. It's more of an effort thing with him.
Yeah, and I mean he definitely has like that MVP like potential to him.
I think he could.
I think he definitely could.
I don't know when the last time a big man has won the MVP. It's got to have been a while.
I'm trying to think back. It's been a while for sure.
But anyway, he could be the next in line to do that. I mean, granted, people are gonna say that his production has fallen off this year, but it's like, of course it did. He got Jimmy Butler and like Jeff Teague and Jamal Crawford and all these other weapons around him now that obviously he's not gonna just have to have all the scoring load on him.
Yeah, and I mean he wouldn't want to either. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't know why you would, but anyway, we digress.
Yep. Well, we did it.
Completed.
We completed the series. If you missed any of the other videos, make sure you go back and watch our other positions. There was a lot more arguments happening early on in the series, so make sure you go back and watch those if you haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, do all that stuff. But thank you for listening.
Yep, these are the Water Boys.
Stay hydrated out there.